Hi, I'm Karina Kittles-Karsten, the founder of SacredLove.com, here to support you in having high-quality, meaningful, empowered, and ecstatic love. So today's question comes from M. M, this is your question. Could you talk about how to manage sexual addiction to one person over the last 18 years? And what is experienced afterwards is a lack of love rather than a pathway to greater love. Well, thank you, M, for this question. And I will say that like any addiction, sex addiction is something that needs to be treated. And so if you're not in treatment already, I would encourage you to seek out sex addiction therapist in your local area. That said, I'd like to offer you a little bit of an explanation of what happens when you are dealing with sexual addiction. Sex is an experience that feels really good. And if we are relating to someone just through sex, we experience sex as a reward. We experience sex as something that feels good. And when we have that experience, it sets off this chemical in our brain called dopamine. But right after a very heightened sexual experience, an orgasmic experience, the dopamine levels will drop dramatically. And it can cause irritation, it can cause feelings of regret, it can cause emptiness and sadness and feeling of longing and desperation. You want to leave that place as soon as possible, and so you move towards the dopamine again. Have sex with this sexual partner again. And what happens in a sexually addictive relationship, you get on a dopamine roller coaster. So you have the very gratifying reward experience, and you get a heightened level of dopamine, and then it's over, and that roller coaster goes downhill, and all the negative emotions crop up, and the feeling of distance, and that you don't even know what you did. And then you clamor to get out of that, and you go back towards the dopamine experience of another encounter with the sexual partner. Now, what's the remedy here? The remedy is to move towards a relationship that is caring, that's nurturing, that's really loving. And what this does is when you're in a relationship with someone who can listen to you, who can share life with you, who can be kind to you and cuddle with you and support you, and you support them and cuddle with them and care for them, you release another kind of chemical in your brain, and that's called oxytocin. The more oxytocin you experience, the more grounded you feel, the more balanced you feel, the more healed you feel in love and in your life. And so if you really want to move away from sexual addiction, you really need to move towards a relationship that is caring. And if you have been in a sexually addictive relationship for 18 years with one person, it doesn't seem that you have found it there. I encourage you again to get treatment in your local area, but consider this. Get off the roller coaster and begin to move towards care, love, and bonding. And that's going to heal your love life and heal you. I'm Karina Kittles-Karsten for your weekly Ask Karina. Thank you so much for tuning in.